Hey, what's up? Spencer D here for 3 hamstring movements that are some of my favorites to build gigantic hamstrings on the legs. So first is lying hamstring curls. And right here, you see me adding weight with one of those extra pins. I like this machine because it just feels good and you get a good contraction. You got handlebars to keep yourself locked in, and it's pretty neat. Anyway, the second is straight bar, straight leg deadlifts. And with this one, you're going to bend at the knee naturally, but I use 25s to get a better stretch on it. And so as I come down, I get closer to the ankle, and then I pull up to the mid thigh and not all the way to the top because I don't want to really activate my glutes. So this movement took me a while to hone in. Don't be afraid to go slow and use less weight to upgrade your mind-muscle connection. Here I am just checking out the gains. Got my Metroflex shirt on, checking leg day, making sure what I'm doing in the gym is making progress, honestly. Here, got to check the side shot for the hamstrings, which is the bicep of the leg. My next favorite movement here is seated hamstring curls. I like this movement because it really locks you in and fully isolates those hamstrings. And then also I threw in some single leg extensions because of balance and extra volume for my workout week. But back to the seated leg curls. This machine really locks you in and you can use pretty much the full stack and you get a great contraction on it. So those are my 3 best ways to build great hamstrings. Give them a shot. And thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I just wanted to talk for a bit after this little workout today. Like the obvious here is like hit legs, right? Hamstrings and a little bit of leg extension seems like not much of a workout, right? But first of all, you guys wouldn't understand necessarily what I'm doing in my program because I'm not talking about my specific program. I'm just basically kind of showing you guys some glimpses into some of my training with my YouTube videos. But the overall message here is like, you need to hit legs. You know, if you want your upper body to grow, if you want to get some strength, some real strength, you know what I mean? Legs, it's a very, very large muscle group between your butt, your hamstrings, and your quads. Dare I say glutes instead of butt? Who cares? You get the point here. This muscle group, leg day, right? Calves even, is massive. It supports, it's your foundation, as they say. It's not necessarily something that's going to grow overnight. You're not going to just pour the concrete and it's going to cure in like a fucking hour. So what I'm saying here is like, try to think of however you're training now and try to think more in a long-term range. Because with bodybuilding, body shaping, fitness in general, changing your appearance physically, it takes time. And I think a lot of people nowadays with, you know, TikTok and instant gratification and Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, it's so easy to get this, you know, scientific, factual stuff off of the internet and then just try and implement it thinking it's going to give you what you want. And the truth is that no, time and training will. Training the right way, obviously, but the biggest thing here, you guys, is being patient for your gains. Sometimes the body doesn't want to grow. Sometimes you need to pull back, let the body chill out a little bit before you keep force feeding food, especially when you want to do it in a more healthy way. One thing for sure is our bodies are very primitive and they don't like to lose weight drastically and they don't like to gain weight drastically. So it takes time to change the human body with weight training, progressive overload, all that stuff. So whoever out there is listening to this, the takeaway here is just keep sailing your ship towards that end goal you want and really visualize and focus on your end goal and try to think about each day that you're working out in the gym as another brick in your foundation to ultimately give you that Greek god physique, that aesthetic physique, that Ziz physique, that Callum von Mager physique, that C-bum, Chris Bumstead, type of physique. Like, those don't just happen. They are formed through decisions every day, through workouts every day, and time passing. Obviously, that's a bit of an oversimplification, because the key takeaway here, you guys, is time. And I want you to just focus on your training routine. Whatever you're doing, stick to it, as long as it's, something is working, like something along the basics that we all know work. Squat, bench, deadlift, right? Compound movements. Stick to that, and it works until it doesn't. As long as you give it at least 6 weeks, more likely 3 months, you're gonna see some difference, and 6 months, more difference, and a year, you're gonna have a substantial difference. And to be honest, you may not even be where you wanna be after a year. So the key takeaway, again, I'm just gonna say one more time, is give your training time and try to focus on that delayed gratification and really focus on that end goal, that end physique that you want far away. So that's my message here after my little hamstring workout there for you guys.